for the meanest man in town. Quiet pain takes over my mind when I think of how you left me and announced with a coldness what I'm looking for. Gratitude explain, hurting in a mean way, you playful ways, still a lover. And I wonder, have you asked yourself why you're looking for? Blue lights keep on shining. Oh, sweet girl, when in my head keep dreaming about you, about you, about you.
Hello guys, it's Tactics Thursday, so let's do some tactics. Learn puzzles. There we go. So queen takes f8 and our queen is hanging. A sec, this here, and this here. Okay, so queen takes f8 was the last move. There was a rook there, so that makes sense. He didn't take our queen, probably because of knight f7. And now queen is attacked. Material count is equal. So I want to move my queen. The problem is this king is attacking this knight. So only two moves that defend the knight are not very active. Do I have any other candidate move? Well, I have the check. I have the check because even though my queen is hanging, if queen takes knight, I can take the rook, and this this bishop is defended. So I have three candidate moves. Knight f7 seems the most forcing one because it's a check and he cannot take it. So let's have a look. Knight f7 check, king must go back, and then what? Queen goes back, and then I like the position, but still, I don't know how to continue. I guess then I have better moves with the queen than queen h4 or queen g3. For example, queen d7 makes sense. Queen e6 also makes sense, but I don't have any direct threat. Do I? So knight f7, king h7. It feels more promising than queen h4 or queen g3, but what's the idea? Then the king is a little bit trapped on h7. He cannot go anywhere. The king does not want to go to g8, of course. So if I could just, if queen f5 was check, it would be terrible. So, So if I move my queen, let's say, to e6, I might be threatening g4. But then the queen is maybe a little bit exposed there. Maybe he has some queen e7 or rook e8. So what about, look at this, knight f7, king h7, queen h3. Hey Clone Pong, what's up? So queen h3 to continue with g4, and then taking on h5 is crashing. I like that idea. And on h3 and not h4 to keep the attack on the rook. Does that make sense? Yeah, I guess so, because if queen h4, there's queen e7 at least. So queen h3 and then g4 is a huge threat. Also rook f1. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, he takes it, then I take the rook. You're bored. Hi Chips, what's up? Are you bored also? So king h7 was critical, I think, because material is still equal. But I think this idea is really strong. Queen h3 and then g4. How do you defend this with black? Let's say rook c7, rook f1. You're definitely not bored. Okay. And now I'm threatening this, so the queen has to move, and then my idea is g4. Ah, but here he has this. Maybe it wasn't that easy as I thought. Maybe g5 here? Yeah. Yeah, at some point I guess he wants to go to g7 instead of g8. But yeah, this is not working. This is not working very well. Okay, I guess that was a strong plan. Maybe there was something better. Anyway, let's continue. We solved it. So it works for me. Rook f2. Okay, this knight is pinned. So h4 makes a lot of sense, because if takes, might be some ideas against h2, or maybe not. Oh, if takes, at least I have bishop f4, bishop e3. I'm counting on the material being equal in the starting position, and it is. Also, we have a passed pawn. So, okay, what about h4? Maybe it's not so forcing, and maybe that's a problem. But I'm threatening to take on g3 twice, which is a little bit annoying. Yeah, if he allows that, then rook f1 will allow some checkmating ideas. Go watch Eurovision. Is it Eurovision being broadcasted now? I'm not a fan of that. I didn't even know it was today. Is it today? Okay, I like h4, but it's the only thing I could see in this position. It's the only move that came to my mind. So let me try to find other candidate moves. Bishop takes g3. No, that's too much. Yes, finals on Sunday. It's very, very interesting to me. It's good to mock. Okay. I cannot think of other move. f5, b5 doesn't make sense. Queen f6, queen g5 not working. You know what? I'm gonna push. I don't see any other move. And now, yeah, now a lot of moves make sense, maybe a lot, maybe only one, maybe only three, but I was thinking about this plan. They are making parodies of themselves. I'm good at that also. And you can witness many genders on stage. Okay, that's definitely a plus. Yeah, that's definitely a plus. So bishop f4, bishop e3 seems like a nice plan. It's going to be an exchange up for a pawn. So maybe not that crashing. Are you a lawyer? Who is a lawyer? I'm not a lawyer. If the question was addressed to me, no, I'm not. So bishop f3 and queen h4, boring. I don't think that works. That shouldn't work. That doesn't deserve to work. And this is way too slow to be true. So I'm gonna stick to my plan, to my original plan, and see what happens. Okay, that was the easiest so far. I guess I have to take the rook. Yeah, I solved the problem with the first idea that came to my mind. I honestly didn't see any of that, I guess, and I'm not sure if this is so easy as it was. I didn't see what was the rating. I think I can go back, hopefully. How can I go back? Ah, yes, I can click here. I think. Was it 21? Oh, I cannot see the rating unless I solve it. But I already solved it. Come on. Let's see if I don't fail now. There you go. 2187. Well, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't easy. I wasn't sure, actually, about this because I'm winning an exchange for a pawn. So it's not like it's clear advantage. But honestly, I think I didn't see anything else. So, okay, here I would love to play queen f7, but I guess it's not legal. Queen d5 also nice. I guess it's not legal. Ah, damn. How can I do it? Maybe I can threaten both with this move. It's hard to stop both, right? So if I play queen f3, maybe I'm doing great. Black has to address the threat on f7. Like, you know, there's no way to get room for the king. There's no bishop e7, no h6, no g6. So against queen f3, he has to defend f7. And I don't see a lot of ways. This, and also this, but this is losing the bishop immediately. So all of them allow queen d5, right? All of them allow queen d5. Yeah, so let's do it. And he gives the piece. Nice. Yep, no defense to queen f3. Okay, easy puzzles to start. That's what I like for a tactics session. Okay, let's see if they get more difficult. Yeah, this is so crazy position. What's going on here? I cannot understand this position. Everything is hanging. There's a knight on a8. This rook, what's the rook doing there? Everything is attacking everything. I guess we are a pawn down. We have a lot of threats. This is tied to defending this. So what's okay? Last move. Let's try to understand the position. Last move by white is queen to e3. So it's trying to attack this bishop. So if we take one of the rooks, he's gonna probably take the bishop on e4, which is good for us, maybe. So let's say knight takes d1, which threatens the queen. Queen takes e4, then we can take on f1. That should work, I guess. Well, I can't understand this position. There's a lot of stuff hanging. So knight takes d1, queen takes e4, queen takes f1. Is he checkmating or something? Oh, good point. No, no, he backs. Good point. I'm also rook down. That makes the position more understandable, because now I have to choose. You know, it's not that easy as grabbing. I'm also rook down. Yeah, then knight takes d1 shouldn't work. So I'm a rook and a pawn down. So just taking a rook, it's not necessarily good. I need to grab more material here. Well, I can threaten checkmate with bishop e1. I guess he takes it. So maybe I can trade first on c3. But bishop takes c3. Okay, bishop takes c3 makes some sense. And if he doesn't take, then we can collect some material, I guess. So I guess he's gonna take with the pawn or the queen. So for example, here, bishop b1, queen d2. I don't think bishop b1 is a good idea. Oh man. This is not the kind of position I want to understand in my condition. So yeah, I think the lines with knight takes d1 with the bishop hanging on f1 should be correct. I don't know why bishop takes c3 is required. To prevent queen takes e4. Yeah, sure. So bishop c3, pawn takes, knight takes rook. Mr. Ajedrez has followed, thank you. So I can take a rook. Bishop c3, pawn takes or queen takes, knight takes d1. And the important thing is, if he takes, well, I took a rook, I'm threatening his queen. If he takes it, I take a bishop and maybe more, because you know rook f2 is coming. So yeah, that seems crashing. Mr. Ajedrez, yes, that's the name. So bishop c3, pawn takes or queen takes, knight takes d1 will threaten the queen in both lines. Yeah, okay, let's do it. And I failed. 14 points less. Why is there no A there? Yes, it's an A. before Ajedrez in the name of Mr. Ajedrez. There's an A. It's Ajedrez. Okay, let's try a different line. Why is this line working better than the other? I need to understand this. I need to understand this. There's a queen c4 check, maybe? It's not Mr. A. What? Why would it be Mr. A? Huh. So let me try to understand the other line. Maybe here there's something better than taking the bishop? I cannot believe that. Isn't rook f2 like killing here? So, on this I take the rook. So, there's something I'm missing here, for sure. Something I am missing here. Well, I guess if it works without bishop takes c3, it's better, but that's just from a positional point of view. I don't understand why this is not working. White must have something here instead of taking on c3. White saves the bishop. Well, he's not gonna be an exchange up. Next move I'm gonna take a rook, but yeah, maybe. He just saves the bishop. Although the bishop needs to defend this, otherwise I take a full rook. Bishop e2 now, I don't know, I guess yeah, maybe this is equal. Yeah, maybe this is equal, like this, and material is equal. Yeah. While in our line, sorry, after this, we take immediately on d1, so there's no chance for him to save the bishop. Like if he tries to do his queen is attacked, so he cannot try to not take on d1 and yeah. And I didn't realize in this line he cannot take on e4. Yeah, didn't realize that. Crazy position, yes, too many threats, complicated. I want easy tactics, come on. Like this position is the kind I want. This is the kind of position I want. I really want to play bishop h3. I don't think it works, because I want knight e3 to work. But bishop h3 is not forcing, right? Is it? Okay, bishop h3 is a little bit too much. Like the justification for that is if he takes, I play knight e3 check, he cannot go to f1 because of the checkmate, so he has to take, then rook e8 check. He doesn't want to give the queen, but he has knight e4, which I missed. And then after king f1, bishop takes h3. Nah, that cannot work. What am I saying? Oh, maybe I'm too drunk. Maybe I'm too drunk. So check. Bishop g4. Bishop g4 is an interesting idea. There must be something here. Rook e8 first, also interesting. Rook e8 threatening mate. What can it be? What can be bad about rook to e8? How does he defend anyway? If he moves the knight, knight f3 is mate. If he does not move the knight, knight d3 is mate. So rook e8, I think he has to push this pawn, because if he moves the bishop, then knight d3 followed by queen f2. So I think only moves. He can move the queen also. So rook e8, queen c2, but then I can take this rook. And of course queen c1, he loses the queen. If queen b1 makes sense. Queen b1. Then I still can try some knight f3, knight takes, queen takes, rook g1, not quite there. Although then bishop e2, bishop g4, sorry, bishop g4, and queen d1. Eesh, not quite yet there, but rook e8 feels like a great first move to do. Although pushing the pawn, maybe it's even safer for white. I don't know, there's some bishop g4 ideas. What an interesting position. Rook e8 feels nice. What else can I do? Bishop h3 cannot work. It cannot work. Bishop h3, bishop takes, not forced. Rook e8. Oh, what am I saying? In the line with queen b1. So rook e8, queen b1, knight check, and knight takes f2 check. Oh man. Yeah, so that's not working. So after rook e8, he has to move this pawn, e3 or e4. And then bishop g4 or knight g4 could come handy. Also knight e4. Wow. Rook e8, knight to e4. Okay, rook e8, knight e4. Rook e8, knight e4. A little bit annoying, right? You know what? Let's start with the easy. knight g4, knight g4, knight e4 anyway. So stupid. Why don't you knight d3 check? That was my first instinct, but didn't make it work, because any checks he has knight e4 or bishop e2. So I'm giving up a piece for no particular reason, because I don't see a follow-up. Rook e8 check, he can go like knight e4 or bishop e2. I don't know. Well, maybe not knight e4 because of queen c3 check, king e2, bishop g4 check f3. Still working for white, I think. So I wanted to prepare it. And rook e8, knight e4 is nasty. I don't have any queen f3 or stuff like that. And if I do it with the queen, like queen e7, then I don't, I want my queen there attacking f2, attacking the rook maybe. Queen e7 feels a little bit slow. It has the same threats, but let's say e3 or e4 or knight e4, and I don't see a problem. In that, yeah, I don't see a problem there. So knight here, knight e4. Bishop f5 to prevent knight e4? Nah, that's too slow. That's too slow. So rook e8, knight e4. Do I have something there? Yeah, that's no Hibax. That's kind of transposing to the line I was saying. I think rook e8, knight e4, knight d3 check. I think it transposes to the line I said with knight d3 first, because after pawn takes queen c3 check, he goes king e2, and I don't see anything. Bishop g4, he has f3. Queen can take d3, clown pawn, maybe the rook on a1 is hanging if queen takes on d3. But let's try something against knight e4, like just queen g6. Like, I mean, if the knight moves, there are mates. So after queen g6, he must go bishop g2 or f3. Rook takes knight then, and d takes after bishop g4. Rook takes knight. I don't know what you're saying. The d pawn is defending the knight. With the queen on c3, and then we have bishop f3. Is that your idea? Wow, I didn't consider that. So let's see, let's go farther in that line. But that's the same line if I start with knight d3 check, isn't it? Maybe it's not. So then f3 not possible. Yeah, but f3 is the only move. So, okay, let's go over that line again. Rook e8, knight e4, knight d3 check, queen takes d3. Sorry, c takes d3. E takes d3. Queen c3 check, king e2, bishop g4 check. I think f3 is the only legal move. And no, there's king e3, the pawn's still on e3. There's king to e3. Then we take the queen. Then we take the queen. So if pawn here, rook takes with check, he can step out to f2 now, but oh, stepping out to f2, queen d4 check, king g2, bishop h5, g4. I'm not sure of that line. Because after rook takes knight with check, the king can go to f2. We took a knight, but we already sacrificed one. So after king f2, the pawn's still on d3 attacking our rook. He's attacking our rook and our bishop. And I don't know how to continue. If I try to keep the pin with bishop h5, he can take the rook with the other pawn. So maybe in a different move order. If I start first with bishop g4, it's another idea. Starting first with bishop g4, I'm threatening knight d3 check. So that's a huge threat. And what can he do? Maybe f3. Maybe just f3. Gosh, this is hard. So against rook e8, I have at least 3 moves that I'm not sure how to respond. Damn it. When the king goes to e2, you sack rook on e4. Yeah, but he goes to f2 then. You mean before, one move earlier, instead of doing bishop g4 check first. To force, there's no f2 square, so you force pawn takes, and then bishop f4, then bishop g4. True that. So let's go to that line again. Knight d3, pawn takes, queen c3 check, king e2, then rook takes knight. Pawn has to take. It's the only legal move. Well, I mean, king f3, but king f3. King f3. Bishop g4 wins the queen at least. So, hi Cuartillo, how you doing? So yeah, that line works, I think. That line works. The problem is I got to that position in 2 different lines, so only one move order must be right. So rook e8, maybe it's not so forcing, because knight e4 is not forced. I think he has 2 other valid replies. So I think the proper move order to get there is knight d3 check. It's probably the most forcing. Pawn takes, then rook check, and if knight e4 we have that line. So after rook check, we need to see what happens if bishop e2, that's the other line. But bishop e2 doesn't feel right. Bishop g4. Cuartillo, it's too late to end to end your daily work, especially given the fact that it's holiday. So let me see, knight d3, pawn takes d3, rook e8 check, bishop e2, bishop g4, and knight e4 then. Suddenly I'm not sure of the move order. I'm not sure of the move order. What's best, rook e8 first or knight e3 first? Knight e3 is more forcing, definitely. So after bishop e2 I have to find something. Bishop e2, bishop g4, f3 I don't think it's possible because I take it, I guess. Maybe not the best guess, actually. Taking on e4, clown pawn? I don't think so. Knight f3, you mean, Cuartillo? Knight f3, he takes it with the knight. So suddenly I'm not sure what's the best move order. Rook e8 first or knight e3 first. Against rook e8 I need to see what happens after e3 and e4. And against knight e3 I need to see what happens after pawn takes rook e8, bishop e2. There must be something. Maybe I can sacrifice on e2 at some point. So after bishop e2, bishop g4, if he plays f3, bishop e2, bishop g4, f3, I can take f3, he takes with the knight, I take with the queen, then rook f1, and then I'm not sure who's better. I have queen c3 check, then king f2, queen e3 check, king back to e1 and draw. Clown pawn. Yes, I think I solved something. I solved one line, and I have two ways to end in that line, and I'm trying to solve the rest because that's the only way to know what is a proper move order to get there. If rook first, you avoid lost the knight, says Cuartillo. I don't avoid it because after rook e8, knight e4, I need to sacrifice the knight, but after rook e8, I don't know how to continue after e3 and e4. Because then the bishop can go to e2 or d3. I no longer have, the queen is defending f3, the bishop is defending the d3, so I no longer have the same threats. So that's why I want knight d3 check line to, I would like that to work. It feels more forcing. So rook e8, bishop e2, that's the only thing left for me to solve. And I cannot find, I cannot see bishop g4 working there. Maybe it is, but I cannot see it. Okay guys, it's been a lot of time. Is bishop g4 countered by f3? Maybe. I thought f3 wasn't possible, but then I realized after bishop takes f3, knight takes f3, queen takes f3, rook f1, I don't know how to continue, and I'm not even up material. So yeah, maybe f3 is enough. I thought he had to do different, but yeah, like 94. But maybe f3 is enough. He also has 94, I think, in that line. Knight also covers f3, yes. Yes, but because of the ping, he cannot go like knight f3. He has to go f3. But after f3, okay, the queen is not protecting f3. So I'm back to thinking about the lines with e3 or e4. The queen is not protecting f3 because of the rook hanging on a1, because the bishop still didn't move. So maybe I do have some little something there, like knight f3 check. He has to take with the knight. And then I resign because I lost a piece. So bishop g4. Okay, against e3, let's say, or e4. Rook e8, pawn to e3 or e4, bishop g4. Then because the pawn is not on e2 and the bishop is not on e2, f3 does not work. My knight's still protecting f3, so after f3 I just take it with the bishop probably, and after knight takes f3 and I'm winning. So after bishop g4 he has to play either after bishop g4, in bishop e2 I have knight d3 check and mate or win the queen. So he has to move the queen. That's the line. He needs to move the queen. I feel I'm close. I'm close. Queen to c2. I feel I'm close. Rook e8, pawn to e3 or e4, bishop g4. Queen has several moves I need to consider. Queen c1, queen c2, queen b1. In that line, even queen b3 or queen a4 have to be the queen has to defend the rook. What am I saying? So queen c1 or queen b1. Then I have bishop f3, knight f3. Okay, knight f3 check seems nice, because if he takes it after bishop takes f3, I'm threatening the rook, I'm threatening rook takes e4 with terrible consequences, because after king d2, queen d4 check, probably bishop d3 is only move, but then queen takes f2, that seems winning. So but that's what with e4. Let's say e3. E3 feels a little bit safer for him. So bishop g4, queen moves. The knight f3 check is not so great. This is hard. But if you move bishop to g4, he can move pawn to f3. No, he cannot. In that line, he cannot because he pushed the e-pawn. So in this line, after rook e8, pawn to e3, bishop g4, if he goes f3, I just take it with the knight, and it's a check. And after knight takes, bishop takes, I'm threatening the queen, the rook, and the other rook. And also rook takes e3 with check. That's out of threats. So he cannot push the f-pawn. If he pushes the e-pawn, he cannot push the f-pawn next. So that's one thing in favor of playing rook e8, that if he pushes the pawn, if he goes knight e4, we saw knight e3 wins an exchange. So if he pushes the pawn, bishop g4, he has to move the queen. The problem is, I'm not finding a follow-up. I'm not finding a follow-up, which is annoying. Which is really annoying. So let's go back to the other line. Knight e3, pawn takes, rook e8, bishop e2. And then I was thinking about a different line, starting with bishop g4. Okay, I have a third candidate move. Knight f3 in the previous line. In which line? Okay, let's go back then to that line, which was rook e8, pawn, bishop g4, queen c1 or queen b1, and you said knight f3 check, because if he takes, I threaten the rook on h1, and I also threaten queen. Now if queen b1, I threaten queen c3 mate, but if queen c1, I don't. So let's go over the line. Rook here, pawn to e3, bishop g4, queen c1. If knight f3, check, he takes. I guess... Oh, I can take with the queen. Ah, but the queen is defending e3. Damn it. I was looking for a nice trick, but it's not there. Nice one, Hendrix. So I will move something. Let me just have a look at my third candidate move, bishop to g4. The idea is I'm threatening knight d3 again. And if the queen moves, all of the lines with knight e3 are killing. Because after takes and rook check, I mean, should be killing. Maybe knight e4 still hangs. Yeah, maybe it's still. ScookKL has followed. Thank you, buddy. So bishop g4 also interesting first move, but I'm not sure. Another idea is if f3, then knight d3 check, takes, rook a8 check, king f2, queen d4 check, king g2, and then I resign. Then bishop takes f3 check. Nah. Okay, guys, I cannot solve this. I resign. I cannot solve this. I accept it. Let's play one of the three moves. This, this, or this. I think knight d3 is the most forcing. I have a good feeling about it. And rook e8, it's also quite forcing because it threatens mate. But I saw some different variations there. So one of these two should win. And I prefer the rook e8. I mean, I like the rook e8 line because... Why was that? Ah, because it doesn't allow bishop e2. Because here we have bishop e2. So I'm gonna go for rook e8. Okay, we got lucky here, because with the pawn on e4, I think bishop g4 is really strong. Let's go over it again. Bishop g4, if here knight d3 wins the queen. So we're still in the game, yes. So bishop g4, I like it a lot. He cannot push f3, because I just take it. And then, yeah, everything falls. So he cannot push, he cannot do that. So he needs to move the queen to one of these squares. But now e4 is weaker than on e3. And my idea was to continue with knight f3 check. If he takes, I take, threaten the rook, threaten e4 with check with the rook, then queen d4 check next. Yeah, everything is hanging. So I have a good feeling about bishop g4, queen moves, and knight f3 check. The response to knight e8, it chips, we saw that in the beginning of the puzzle, was knight d3 check, pawn takes, queen c3, we're gonna see it after the puzzle. Queen c3 check, king e2, rook takes e4, pawn takes rook, bishop g4 check, winning the queen. But here I'm gonna go with bishop g4. Now bishop e2. Okay, hopefully this goes for the easy solution. We got it. 11 points, 2325 the rating. I'm not sure of this puzzle at all. So okay, let's first consider GG. Yeah, it was like a game. 94, we have this check here. If he takes with the queen, we already win an exchange, so he probably takes with the pawn. Because, I mean, king here, it's not a move, right? It's not. It cannot. It must not. I didn't even consider king d2 here. I guess just rook takes. I don't know. Yeah, if pawn takes queen f2 and if king takes bishop f5. Okay, so I guess here he takes with the pawn. That's what we saw. And then we saw this check. There are two legal moves, and queen d2 already hangs the rook, so we saw here. And then this is important to sacrifice the rook now. This is only move that makes sense because this loses the queen. But the problem is this also loses the queen. But it's probably better than the other line, because the other line the king ends up on e4. So yeah, this was against 94. And I don't know, against king d2, I guess we can, I don't know. We can take here, and if pawn takes, this check should be good. No, what am I saying? This check seems good. Maybe not so good. King d2 here. I guess we need to, I mean, I consider this, but I cannot believe it. Yeah, Quartillo is sick. So against e4, I think that was easy, but against e3, I had more difficulties to understand this, because after bishop g4, the queen moves. Let's say queen c1. And I'm not sure. Actually, in the solution, in the real solution, e4 was played, and then after this, white already hung the queen with this. But after the queen moves, here, for example, check was my idea. He does not need to take, but then it's gonna be discovered check, so probably takes. If he saves the rook, then this is killing. I think this has to be killing, but I didn't calculate everything. This has to be killing, right? This isn't even hanging, so this is hanging. Yeah, this has to be killing. But against e3, bishop here, queen here, knight check here, 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 I don't have rook takes e4 check, and that was problematic. That was what I wasn't sure about. I was even considering to take with the queen. You know, the threat is the same to the rook, so if he saves, I wanted to sacrifice here, but because of this queen here, it does not work. It would work with the queen on b1. If queen b1, then this works. Because, okay, here, thanks to the bishop, it's forced mate. But I wasn't sure what to do against queen c1, against e3 and queen c1. Against this, I wasn't sure. I'm not even sure now. What am I supposed to do? Maybe against e3, bishop g4 is not the solution. Okay, I have additional options, maybe like bishop h3, but I don't know. Maybe some crazy, but real crazy things, but I guess this saves the day. So I'm not sure. But you know what? We were a lot of we spent a lot of time in this one. So I will continue, guys. It's been 1 hour of a stream already. Okay, let me continue. I'll leave you the new puzzle here, and I'm going to grab a drink. Okay, what do we have here? b4 was played, we're on exchange down, but wow, these pawns are great. Leave you like what? I have this check. This check seems nice. The problem is his rooks are, well, this is not so accessible, and this is defended now. So I don't have tricks like king f2, rook f3 check. I guess he just takes the pawn. So check. What am I? Why am I doing this check for? Is this a thing also? I would love to promote, but how? I mean, if the solution is g5, I quit chess. I need to find a construction here. Are there any YouTube chess channels you recommend? Yes, mine. Nah, I don't know. I'm very classical in that, very classical. I watch the Scholastic San Luis Chess Club and Ben Feingold, that sort of people. The check, king goes there. King always goes to f2. What's going on f2? How can I punish the king there? Okay, rook g3 check. King here. What's going on there? Just Patzer. What did I do? What did I do? Punish. I wanted to say punish. Punish the king. You were talking to the king. I don't know. It felt like a mention to me, but okay. Okay, I'll give you that. I don't know. I guess I want to reach there with this pawn. Maybe I'm too slow to do that. Ownage. Ownage. What can I do in this position? I can do this, but what else? Then what? Then push the g-pawn. Bishop h3 check, followed by bishop f1, and then g5, g4, g3. Well, that's a checkmate pattern, if he goes to f2. Then king g1, f3. So that's an idea, to play bishop h3 to f1 and then push the g-pawn all the way up. But I don't know, that's a lot of tempi. Well, like 3 tempi. 4 tempi. So bishop h3 comes with check, so that doesn't count. But then bishop f1, g5, g4, g3, that's 4 tempi that he could use to make something. Rook takes b5, rook out, b5 and b6. That's too slow for him. And what if he goes like rook c3 at some point? Need to check with pawn. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I understand. You have a point there. If we can push the pawn to f2, at some point we should be winning. But I don't think we are going to achieve that. Although now I'm seeing another idea. Huh. That's a quite interesting idea. Rook check. Let's say the king goes here. It's not the only move, but that feels like the critical. Rook f3 check. And I thought the king had to go back. He can take on e2. He can actually take on e2. So that's no good. Now, if I go rook f3 in the first place, he probably can take on e2. Rook g3 check, and then I win my exchange back, but I'm not winning. So, okay, the construction I wanted doesn't work. I wanted to get with my rook to f1, and then after rook takes, I had bishop h3 check trick. But I cannot find the way to achieve that. Yes, Colombo, but I don't see a good discovered check. Rook f3, rook takes e2, I don't see a good discovered check because rook g3 check, he defends the rook, and I just win my exchange back. Sorry, in the line with king e2. Rook check, king here, rook f3 check, king takes e2. What is a good discover attack? I don't see any. Because this rook is defended and the other rook is going to be defended by the king. Rook h3 followed by f3. Yeah, that's interesting. That's really interesting. That's a way to try to push the pawn to f2. That might be winning. Rook h3, let's say he takes. Wow, what else? f3 check. If king f2, I guess rook h2 should win on the spot. King moves and f2, and it's going to be a queen. So I guess after rook h3, rook takes, which is of course not forced. If f3 check, he has to go back. And then probably rook g3, rook g2 wins, and probably rook h1 also wins. Yeah, so rook h3 makes a lot of sense, actually. With the rook there, the advance to f3 is much stronger. And it also prevents rook c3 lines. If rook c3, f3 check anyway. If he takes, we take with the rook. Rook takes f3, rook takes f3, rook takes e2. And I guess we're winning. It's a matter of technique, but we should be winning that. What's on the bulletin board? Whew, a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff I've been collecting for a lot of years. I like rook h3, let's try it. And here I thought f3, so... and of course I take with the rook, and that's it. And we should be winning this. It's a matter of technique. I guess we can go like to f7 or f8. Let's say here, threatening the rook, and next something like this, or I don't know, maybe a different move. Well, the king is controlling this, so maybe some move like this also works. Because that's beautiful. If he saves the rook, we take on b2, and if he tries to attack our bishop, we check here. So rook b3, nice one. Showcase it in Crypt Tour. What is Crypt Tour? I want to be thrown out of the Pentagon? I don't know how to do that. Okay, what do we have here? The material count doesn't feel right, but look at this development. Oh man. Oh man. So we're on exchange and a million pawns down. But look at this king. Look at this king over here. So I wanted to make 95 work, but I'm not sure if it works. Bishop h6, also an interesting idea. Okay, this. This position kind of reminds me to this check made by Frank Marshall. Was it Frank Marshall? The checkmate of the million golden coins. Take the king out. If you do, you win the game. Nice point. You mean like queen g7? Is that your idea? I don't think that works. That cannot work. Okay, let's say 95, let's say takes the knight. Queen h3 maybe? Knight d4 would be clown pawn first move. Oh, you're a mean guy. Knight d4, what a move, because after queen takes knight f5, there's no way for the queen to defend g7. Knight d4, that's a good move. That's definitely a good move. I don't know where the queen goes, actually. The queen has one option, two options, and the third one, queen b6, it's not really good because of knight f5. So, and queen a6 and queen a2 are not great either. So 94, what a move, Clown Pawn. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it should win. It should win. Bishop is h6. The problem is he just takes it with the queen probably. But yeah, 94. Who am I addressing in the speech on my main Twitter background? What a question. I'm addressing 200 people in a conference we had here in Santiago, like a couple of years ago. He doesn't need to take the knight. Yes. But after 94, the problem is, okay, if he takes the knight, knight f5 wins. But if black does not take the knight, she has to move the queen. And the problem is where to put it. g6 is defended, h6 is defended, f6 is defended. Every square, every one of these squares are defended. And this is not defended, b6, but there's a discover attack there winning on the spot, so it's also not an option. So if those moves are not an option for the queen, that leaves us with queen a6 and queen takes a2. I see only those two moves for black. This and this. And in both cases, I mean, that should be winning. Like, I improve a lot the position with the queen out there. Let's say we continue with knight f5, for example, threatening mate. There's no way for the queen to stop the mate, so black has to push this pawn, I think. I mean, like, rook g8 shouldn't win. I guess I take it and then knight h6 check or knight e7 check. So I have some challenges coming, but I'm doing tactics, guys. Sorry about it. I'm gonna reject them so that they don't think I'm mean. The stream is delayed. Delayed or you know, or sloppy. Because if, you know, delayed is normal. Delayed is normal. Queen a6, queen takes g7. Oh, beautiful idea, Clown Pawn. Queen takes g7, check. King takes g7 force, knight df5 check. King h8 only move. And okay, as beautiful as it is, I don't see the mate. But maybe bishop h6 wins instead. Ah, but the queen's still defending from a6. So I guess the queen has to go to a6 to keep h6 defended. 94, queen a6. And then we have... No, we couldn't do that. We cannot do that. I was thinking about rook c6 in Frank Marshall style, but there must be something better. You know, to distract the queen. There must be something better. Where can I buy tickets to your next conference? I think Quartillo can put the link. If Quartillo's still here, he can put the link, because we're buying the tickets this week for the next conference in you know, this year's edition of this conference, which is going to be held near Barcelona on June. 94, Queen A6. That should be winning, guys. I'm gonna play 94 and we'll continue from there. You know, this is easy now. Now we can solve it without you know, having to solve what happens after Queen A6. Okay, so let's see what happens after Queen A6. Let's say we threaten mate. This is not working because now we don't have time, I think, for this, for a couple of reasons at least. One is Rook G8 and there's no mate, and we gave up a queen for, you know, so we're losing. And the other is, if he wants, he can just give the queen back and he has like a million pawns up. So what should we do after Queen A6? Let's see. Let's see. What could we do here? I think threatening mate is good. And I think Rook G8 doesn't work here because we just go here or probably here. What am I saying? This is mate. Oh man. So yeah, after this we're renewing the checkmate threat. Now this move is allowed because the knight is no longer on e7, but I guess we're doing fine here. Maybe. I cannot tell. Maybe Rook G8 is interesting and we need to find something stronger like Knight H6. Ooh. Cannot take because of the mate on G8 and we're threatening mate on F7. So interesting. Cannot take because of the bishop. So Knight H6, maybe that's interesting. And against G6, I don't know. There's several ideas, E6 being one of them. Yeah, E6 I like it a lot because now the threat is really strong. I guess there's still this F6 move, so maybe, yeah, maybe I was over pushing with E6. What about Bishop D4 first? It's the same in this case. Yeah. What am I saying? Oh no, that doesn't work because of this. Yes, so this wins. So okay, Bishop D4. Bishop D4 here. He can block. So E6 then. E6. Yes. Hey Pluku, what's up? Good evening. So I like the idea of E6 in this position. If he takes the knight, then this is winning with this check. Otherwise, what to do? If he cannot take the knight, Black needs to address these threats. Doing it immediately probably will lead to mate anyway. Check, takes, this is a threat. If Rook G8, there's Queen H6 mate. Yeah, everything is terrible for Black. Okay, let's continue. This guy had to have intentionally kept all his pawns in starting position. Actually, you know what? Let's see the game. Let's go back. And let's see how the game reached that point. I guess White sacrificed a lot to get there. So let's have a look at that game. Knight C6, D4. Okay, this is Nimzovich defense, right? But it transposed into a Scotch gambit with Bishop C4 now, Knight F6, C3, sacrificing one pawn. The other day we were watching this gambit. No, we were watching the Danish gambit, which is similar, Danish gambit. e5, knight g4, bishop f4, normal game so far. Black a little bit undeveloped, and black decided to take there. So yes, I can go back not to the previous puzzle, but here when I have my record of failed puzzles and successful puzzles, I can click on any one and I go there. Yes, you can go by clicking here on this on the greens and reds. So okay, some of you asked the other day, do you prefer knight and bishop or rook and pawn? And I said, generally speaking, I prefer knight and bishop. I told you that. Okay, this is one specific moment when I do prefer knight and bishop, because yeah, I think black is wrong by taking on f2, and you can tell it's not just about the material. It's not that two minors work better, especially when more pieces can coordinate with them. By the way, Hendrix 2525 has followed, or Hendrix 2525, I guess that's your rating. Thank you for the follow. And here black just trades two developed pieces. You know, black is already behind in development. You can tell that. And also the queen is hanging, so bishop f2 doesn't even trade these two pieces for these two. But okay, if that was the case, it's a bad trade. I mean, two developed pieces for one undeveloped rook and a pawn. So yeah, and this bishop takes f2 is really bad here. Now the queen has to defend. He wanted the ping to, yeah, that was the trick, and now he takes. But what did black? There was this trick. So black had this trick. Okay, maybe a tactical justification for all of this. Bishop takes f2. But look at the development. And after knight b4, knight e7 check, king h8. What's the knight doing here? Yeah. Queen g3, attacking. Knight d3, trying something. Knight d3. You know what? We have a bad piece. Let's just spend more tempi with the piece to grab just a pawn. Bishop e3, knight takes b2. Now, after rook c1, queen e6, we get to the problems starting position. Missed queen takes a2, grabbing a pawn. Yeah, come on. Actually, in this position, queen takes a2 was possible, but black felt, yeah, maybe I have some problems, maybe I have some issues with my development. So let's go back with the queen and try to defend. And now I think I need to solve it again because to continue. It's my turn. I need to solve it again to continue to the next puzzle. So let's remember knight d4, and we take the queen. Okay, not so difficult. Let's continue to the next puzzle then. So let me just look for a link. Because yeah, Colombo asked where to buy the tickets for the next conference, so I can share the link with you. Then I do some promotion to our event in June. Oh, it's in July. I thought it was in June. Okay, it's in July. Anyway, let's try to find this puzzle. Tricks with rook b1 check. Definitely, there are some nice e3 forks. Right. So rook b1 check. Tricky. Tricky rook b1 check. And so king e2, probably forced. yeah, I think we're stopping this pawn a lot. Like we have the rook already, and we have a piece that can control that square also. So trading this for this should be good. So rook b1 definitely, I think, forces king to e2. But queen e3, as Clown Pong is saying, is a good preparation move. Oh, Cadins has followed. Thank you. Yeah, I was thinking queen e3 was interesting, but I'm not sure. It's not forcing, so I want to first... Yeah, the site is in Spain, in Barcelona. Ah, the site is in Spanish. Oh. Yeah. There's no translations, right? These guys are so... No translation in the site. Rook d3 after queen e3. Yeah, maybe rook d3. Rook e2? I don't know. Well, rook e2 is a bad move. Or maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, well, it's the same. Rook d3 or rook e2. Rook b1 check, queen has to take, knight c3 check, rook takes c3. That's no good. We lost a piece. So yeah, maybe there are some replies against queen e3. So yeah, first I want to see the forcing line. That's how I usually do the tactics. First I see the forcing lines, and then when that helps me understand. If that's not winning, at least I understand what the position is about, and then I can find the preparation ideas. Talk about what? What is algae? What is that? What's going on after rook b1, king e2? Yeah, that's what I want to work out. That's what I want to work out. So I can trade on f1. I don't know what for, but I could do it. Maybe I'm focusing too much on rook b1 idea. Maybe I have some rook takes b5 ideas also. And what is my knight doing? What if I start with a check, with another check? Algae are the green stuffs in water. Okay. Now I understand. Like spirulina. Yeah, we call that algas in Spanish. What does agile mean in Spanish? Well, agile is an English word. We use the English word. We have a word in Spanish, but we use the English word for that. Queen takes d3 after rook d3. Queen e3, rook takes... Yeah, interesting. We win an exchange, but I'm not sure if we're winning after winning that exchange, because that bishop is so strong on b5 and there's a lot of pawns. I'm not sure how to convert that line. So knight b2 check, interesting. But again, the king can escape. Okay, so queen e3. I think if rook d3, we go knight b2 check. Because, well, if we can take just a rook, it's better than taking an exchange. And if he takes our knight, we take on d3 with check, and he cannot interpose the queen because we take on f1 with check. So I think queen e3, rook d3 is refuted by knight b2 check. So that's one thing. And we're threatening rook b1, right? That's our biggest threat. Maybe knight b2 also. Maybe knight c3 followed by rook b1 also. Yeah, that type of ideas. Those type of ideas. I don't know what I'm saying. So what if he pushes d7? That's a lot of threats. Yeah, but all of them are the same. The knight c3, rook b1 construction. I can do it one order or the other, I think. So let's take, for example, this fourth line. Queen e3, d7, rook b1 check, queen takes, knight c3 check, king c1, knight takes b1, and the good news is if he promotes, the rook is pinned, so we can take on d8. Yeah, so king has to go to c2 after knight c3 check, king c2, knight takes c1, d8 check, rook takes check, king g7, and if he takes our knight, we have a queen, but he has two rooks and a bishop. So d7, we need to consider what to do, because maybe letting him promote is not a good idea. So maybe rook b1 is not good there. Queen e3, bishop takes a4 doesn't help, because rook b1 check, queen takes b1, rook takes b1. Yeah, of course, if he moves the bishop, we have two rooks on b1. But what to do after d7? If we cannot go rook b1, then I'm not sure. Then knight c3 check first. But forcing him to c1 instead of c2. Sure. Knight c3 check. And then after king c1, rook b1 check, we enter the same line, but the king is on c1, so the rook is pinned. Yeah. True. So queen e3. If d7, knight c3 check, if he takes it, and we take, promotes, take, we have a rook. Okay. So knight c3 check is a good reply to that. So what else can white do? Like pinning himself with king c1 shouldn't work, right? Knight c3 already. And if rook d3, oh, it's pinned. Okay. Okay, guys, let's do it. Oh, bishop takes a4. We said this didn't work. Okay. So that was nice, finding out knight c3 instead of rook b1 against d7. Sorry. Yes, that. This king c2 was annoying. Because here, check, and here, he has a lot of material for the queen. But knight c3 check first. Oops, against d7, knight c3 check first. Forces the king to c1, he cannot go over his queen. So we transpose into the same line, but with the king on c1, so this rook is pinned. So this, we just take, and he cannot take. Hey Yasser, what's up? Why did they play bishop takes? Well, maybe there wasn't a better move. Like, we didn't find a good solution for white here. d7 doesn't work. What to do? This rook b1, knight c3 is a strong threat. So bishop takes. Takes the knight at least. Yeah, you lose only a rook. Okay, let's continue. Wow, this comes from an opening. Let's take a look at the opening. This feels like a Scandinavian went wrong for that black queen. Let's have a look at the game. E4, d5, yes, Scandinavian. Queen d6, Scandinavian. The knight b5 line, that's not supposed to be main line. White's idea is to play c4 and then go back with the knight. You're supposed to play queen b6 here. Yes. Bishop f4, that's not the main move, but it has a threat. So black just defends with knight a6. Wow. I think here the main move is knight d5, and black is more than fine. But he played knight a6. Okay, it's a move. Knight f3 developing, c6. The knight has to go out. Queen takes b4, and now my gut feeling says play knight c4. Can something not good be a solution? So you're saying good solution? It's I don't know what's the word in English for this, but you know, like good wasn't, the word good wasn't really necessary there. Is the queen trapped yet? It feels like trapped. Let's try to trap it. I mean, this allows a check or two. So let's try something different. That queen cannot survive. So knight here. If the queen goes to one of those squares, I'm gonna play bishop d2. b5 is prohibited because of knight d6 check. So, but on the other hand, no other squares are available. Pleonasm, that's the word. Thank you. So queen c3 or queen b4, bishop to d2. And in the case of the queen on c3, the queen would be trapped immediately. And if the queen is on b4, the queen has a square that's not good, and a4. So queen a4 is the only move there, right? Queen a4. And how do we win there? We should win there. Ah, maybe we have c3. Oh, c3. Oh, that's dirty, because queen c3 immediately traps the queen, right? So they have to go to b4 and then c3, protecting a4. Ugh. And if queen takes c3, bishop d2 wins the queen. Oh, I like that c3. That c3 move here. Oh, beautiful. There we go. There you got it. Pepe, can you make a second Twitch channel for Algae fun facts? I don't know anything related to Algae fun facts. What's that about? What was this? Good Desk 10 has followed. Thank you, buddy. How is this dragging tactic called? I don't know. I don't know if there's a name for this. It's attraction? Yeah, attraction maybe. Attraction. Yeah, it's not distraction, definitely. Beautiful one. We saw a4 was available, and then we discovered the way to defend a4. Now the queen is trapped. Beautiful. And of course, this we always have this cover attack. Important. Reverse deflection. Reverse deflection. Yeah, also undiscovering undisclosing, what's the word for this? Also a discovered defense, not a discovered attack, but a discovered defense of the a4 square. What is your favorite part of the game? Opening, mid game, or end game? I don't know, man. It depends a lot. I mean, if I have to pick one of those, I will say end games. But I really enjoy all. I enjoy everything, and middle game is definitely the most complex part, usually. But in Blitz, for example, I enjoy more the endgames in Blitz. In classical chess, well, I enjoy middle games when they get tactical and complex. So, unprotected rooks, says Reader Jansen. Let me catch up with chat. Okay, nothing. 9 moves in swastika patterns. Yes. So you can see. Sorry, let me try to draw what you are saying. This is your point, right? That the knights move in this pattern and this one, the reversed one. But that's a fun fact. That's a chess fun fact. We could do a channel there also. You have higher puzzle rating than Penguin Chef. Yeah, of course. I know. I'm better than Andrew on tactics. I know it for a fact. That was funny. So, Reader Jansen said he is spotting an unprotected rook on h8. Okay, I spot an unprotected rook on a8 also. So, let's see. Screenshot Pepe drawing swastikas. No. I actually like Nazi Paikitsi. Fun fact related. So what are we doing here? This check I have to consider. This jump I have to consider. Sacrifices on d5 I have to consider. Whoa, those sacrifices are funny. Aren't they? Out of is from a correct replacement for out of. It's made from. I cannot follow that. Queen e5 we have to consider. Yeah, Reader Jansen keeps seeing that rook on h8. Hey Sivanetti, what's up? Long time no see. Sacrifice on b5 as well. Yeah, but I would prefer to end up with a knight on d5, I think. I think a knight on d5 must be crashing. Right? Yes, Pluklu. That was my point. I think queen d8 is the only move there. Let's have a look. Knight takes d5. I think because of knight f6, probably the queen has to keep an eye both on f6 and c7, and queen d8 can be a move there. But I don't know, I take on f7 and then knight e5 check, rook f1, like bishop takes d5 is nice. It's beautiful. Okay, let's be kind to our viewer Reader Jansen and let's see what happens after queen e5. So queen e5, f6, end of the story. Okay, let's go back to our bishop takes d5. All exclams are good. Bishop takes d5 must be good then. Pepe get Nazi on the stream and show her the knight fun fact. No way. Thank you, Reader Jansen. So bishop takes d5. What's my threat? What if black does not take the bishop? What is my threat? Is pawn takes f7 a threat? Yeah, it probably is. What's the material count after all? 3, 5, 6, 7. I could continue saying random numbers. I was just counting the pawns. We're a pawn down. The problem is... No, there's no problem. So we're a pawn down. These are not very well developed. These are not very well developed, but they can join the party very soon. Much sooner than their counterpart. So all lines with opening that king should be good. I'm not going to calculate, I'm too drunk for that. I will consider just all the lines taking on f7 good. So bishop takes d5 to prepare it. I like it. Ideas with knight c7 or knight f6. Yeah, that's my idea. But that's why I prefer to take with the bishop and not with the knight. Because if I end up with a knight on d5, I should be winning. But yeah, knight takes d5 for the same reason. Knight takes d5 is really forcing because then he has to take it. And then bishop takes d5. And then a piece belongs on e5. True. But wizard stick, maybe you are thinking too positionally in this position. Yeah, this is a tactical puzzle. Thank you, Kadins. I hope you clip that. So if he moves the rook, I don't have bishop c6 check. Then I take here check. Bishop takes f7 only move. No, he can move king to d8. Oh, maybe taking on f7 is not that great. In that case, I will take with the bishop on d5. Still, I don't know what's my threat. Double attacking rook and c7. And c7. What if knight takes, then rook c1? So knight takes, pawn takes, rook c1. That's also nice. Everything's nice here. Yeah, opening files for the rooks feels nice. So I think the real question here is, if I want to open lines and get my rooks there, and I don't want to take early on f7, what can I do to prevent him from taking on e6? So knight takes d5 is a way to prevent that, because of the fork on c7. So then if he takes here and rook c1, then if he takes, I should be winning. But he just has knight a6. Bishop bc5 is more than one off from a and 8. I cannot understand where K's are. Bishop takes c5. If he doesn't take, even bishop takes c6 check. So I guess you mean bishop takes d5. And then my threat is bishop takes c6? I don't think so. The knight is defending. Ah, but I have the threat of knight takes b5. Ah, good Steng was reacting to knight to e5. Okay, so bishop takes d5 actually comes with a threat of knight takes b5, right? And it also defends e6. So if he wants to take on e6, he has to do it with the bishop, with the pawn. There's no bishop there. So is Quartillo in the house? Is he still here? Bishop takes. I like that analysis, clown pawn. Bishop takes d5, some move. Bishop takes c6, check, knight takes c6, knight d5. Yeah, also nice. But I would take on b5. but kings are too far. How much beer have you had so far? Like today? I cannot tell. Queen takes e6, knight c7. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm gonna take with the bishop. I mean, I cannot calculate this, so... Quartillo's in the house. Quartillo is saying 95, but doesn't work. Good analysis. You know what? Maybe queen e5 works. Let me take with the bishop here and see what happens. Ah, I failed. Okay, now I need to try this one in honor to Reader Jansen. Oh, it doesn't work. And someone said 95. No. Okay, knight takes d5 then. And here rook c1 and bishop takes d5 were proposed. Let's go rook c1. Let's go bishop takes d5. Hello Netflix and Gaming G. So I guess I take the rook, and that was it. So let me recap and let me... Okay, Quartillo, I can understand that. Okay, knight takes d5 has a lot of threats, so he probably has to take. And then, why doesn't he just move the rook out of the problem? What was the problem here? Wow, 21 points! I lost 21 points. Oof. Okay. Now I guess Andrew Tang has more rating than me. What was the idea here? Oh, this is Reader Jansen idea now. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Deflection of the rook on a8. That was the thing. Yes, Quampon, Sibanetti, and Plucru said that now. Yeah, Reader Jansen, you were totally right. Queen e5 is the move I missed in this line. Do you get my missing rating points? I don't think so. Actually, in the long run, I might be doing not so bad today. I don't know. Let's continue, but I need to... My drink is empty. Okay, now we're talking. What happens here? Okay, I see my queen hanging. I see that I'm missing a piece also. So we're a piece and a pawn down. If I count correctly, which is not the rule today. So knight g6 is one idea. Taking on f8 is another idea. But we need to punish the fact that, you know, black is undeveloped. So I'm thinking about just trading on f8 and going with the other rook to f1, you know, to remove one of the defenders. And rook f7, wow. What I would do in a blitz game, in a bullet game, what I would do is take on f8, play rook f1, and we have more attackers than previously. We have more attackers versus defenders. So, you know, that's how I calculate when I'm drunk. So rook takes f8 followed by rook f1 seems nice, either if he takes with the queen or with the king. Now rook f7, says Plucou, or knight f7. Why is that an idea? What if he just takes it? What is the idea? I don't see the point. No, Quartillo, it's not Estrella, but it's not water either. It's cheap beer from Mercadona, but It's not water. Because knight h6 check. Knight h6. What? King f8, rook f1. I don't follow you. So I don't follow you. I don't follow you, Pluku. If I play rook f7, he takes the rook. Yes, Yaseru, that was what I was saying. Just take the rook, bring the other rook, and we have more attackers than previously. Oh, should I ignore you? Okay, then I will. With pleasure. The rook takes f8 followed by rook f1. And I think the queen, if he takes with the queen, he's not going back to e8. So the queen has to go somewhere else, and then f7 is juicy square. And if king takes rook, then rook f1 check, he has to go king to e7, and then rook f7 check again. You know, let's do it. I don't know, let's do it. Let's just do it. And we'll take it from here. Rook f7 feels good enough. Knight here with a threat on the c5 pawn also makes sense. So what's going on? Rook f7 check. King has two moves. Yeah, probably that. Maybe that's not winning. Maybe. But it feels scary. Wow, rook d7 check. No, that cannot work. So knight g6 check. King has to go somewhere. And then we have rook f8. So let's not go to d8. We still have rook f8. If king e7. King e7, rook f8 traps the queen also. So let's say king here. But then there's queen e5 check. Okay, maybe not the best check in the world. So after king there, rook f8 also. Knight g6 check, king there, queen e5, rook f7. No, rook is hanging there. What am I saying? It feels right, knight g6, and then I can follow with rook f8, and the queen has to go to c6 or a4, as far as I can see, or e7. Sorry, no, e7 is protected by the knight, so the queen has to go somewhere there, and then queen e5 check, and king to d7 or c6 in the other line, and then rook takes bishop in that line. So king to, well, we can take the bishop. Aha, if he defends the bishop, he might get checkmated. He is checkmated. Quartillo, you will offer a draw. I will play knight g6. What did I say first? First move was knight g6, right? I will play knight g6. Oh, that makes things easier for us. Unless there's a better move. Let's not. Okay, nice. So, okay, critical variation. Here the queen is also lost, of course. So critical variation was this one. I thought this probably good. No, sorry, this first. Then the queen has to go here or here. If the queen goes here, since we have this check protected, probably just taking the bishop is okay. And if the queen tries to keep the bishop protected, there's these two moves to do it. In this case, I think there's some checkmates, probably this or this. No. Yeah. Probably this is best because this is mate. Yep. And if the queen goes to d7, then the king has to go here, only move. And then we have this trickery. Is that winning? Yeah, probably. Is that the best? The thing is, the king doesn't have a lot. Let's say he defends the queen. I'm not sure what pawn to take, but I guess we're winning here. Okay, I don't know. Let's continue. Evan Chessmaster, hi. What's up? Yeah, there was like 1,000 pawns, or more or less. Okay, I see what white wants to do. So I will take the bishop. No, let's think. Let's think. Is f5 a move? What is going on between these bishops? Take the bishop and run away. Yeah, that's an option. The rook on a8 is defended. So yeah, we should probably be calculating that. Darn, I didn't want to calculate. But if I take here on d3, what is the material count? We're equal. So if I take here, okay. Instead of praying there's a runaway, why not taking this bishop? I mean, if he takes here, I have rook e3. No, I don't. Queen takes f4. What am I saying? So he has to take on e7, and then I resign probably. Yeah, then it's just a trade. I move the rook out, and okay. So I guess I need to calculate this. Come on, takes, check, king here, check, king here. Queen is attacked. Queen has to take on g7. The bishop is defending from h4 the f6 square, but we can try to take on e5 maybe, or play bishop g5, and we're doing fine, right? e6 never a problem, e6 never a problem, right? e6 might be a problem. If rook d3, bishop takes bishop, yeah, true that. If rook d3, bishop takes bishop, and that's no good, because if rook e3, queen takes f4, I don't have anything. Rook takes e5, he can even take on f7. Yeah, okay, let's run like a man. Okay, the good news about this is so far it's all forced, so I know I get this. Up to here I know it's right. Now, this is where accuracy is required. I could take on e5, but it feels risky. I mean, the e1 square is controlled so far, so maybe, I mean, if I manage to trade queens, a piece up, should be winning. So I will calculate this first. Preventing e6, right? And preventing bishop g6 and preventing stuff like that. Preventing rook takes f4. So the only thing is, what if he steps out? What if they try to keep the queens over the board? Are there any other moves? No, just queen h7 and queen g4. Queen g4 more active, right? Yeah, the problem is, let's say queen takes queen g4. How do I continue? Because I need this bishop protecting e1. So I could try queen g5, but then the file is opened. Yeah, I'm not sure. Queen takes h6 also a move. Yeah, I didn't see that. Pluku, the answer is I didn't see that. But I guess I have bishop g5 then. So, do I have something better here? Tell me. Now maybe rook takes bishop. No, no way. So queen takes queen g4. Yeah, against if white takes on h6, I think rook h8 will be a killer at some point. Yeah, better rook h8 than bishop g5. Yeah, that's deadly. So queen takes e5. I'm a little bit concerned about queen g4 threatening our bishop. Maybe queen g5 still. Like, what does he have? Is he going to sacrifice an exchange to enter with a rook? Be my guest. Where's the queen going? Yeah, maybe queen g5. Yeah, queen g5. Queen e2 check, king f8. I mean, if I run away, if queen takes f4, I trade. You know what? Let's do it. Let's go there. Yes! Okay, so here there's this, and then yeah, everything. A player who calculates for more than 20 seconds. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, and if here, and yeah, we're material up, so this is not a problem, and this is not a problem, I guess. Calculating is cheating. Yeah, under some conditions. Okay, bishop g4. Okay, let's try to reach 2400. And when I reach 2400, I'm going to end the tactics. Bishop g4. And if I don't reach 2400 today, well, I'm gonna keep doing tactics until until the end of the time. Exactly. So bishop g4. I really want to pin that bishop, or take it. What is white doing? White is a queen up. What is going on? Pin it to win it. Well, I can take it first. What is going on here? Why do I lack a queen? So rook takes h4 is a move also. There might be some checkmating ideas. Rook takes h4. Bishop takes e6. That's no good. So rook takes h4 is interesting, but bishop takes e6 is a little bit annoying. And for some reason, Spectate Faker still has followed. Thank you, buddy. For some reason, we don't have a queen. So I guess there was a queen on g4. Let me see the previous move. No, there wasn't a queen. How did we get here? Let me go back some moves and see what. Okay. Wow. And that's the position. So Yes, thank you, Clown Pong. I didn't see the pawn was pinned. Okay, so just pinning, winning by pinning. And yeah, I need to do this. I think that's the only logical move, right? The only logical move. We're threatening bishop takes g4 and mates to follow. If you don't have a queen, you have a checkmate. Yeah, let's do it. And now, if I take with the rook, and he takes it, what else? I take. I have two bishops for a rook, which is not bad. Let's be honest, it's not bad. And if I take here, he takes my rook. No, that's no good. That's no good, even though I take the queen, but that's no good. I'm exchange down. So I guess I have to take. And two bishops for a rook. Yeah, I didn't have time to waste. That was a good point. E7. Okay, that queen is maybe a little overworked. She's defending the rook and she wants to start a mating attack. The problem is, if white delivers mate, there's no problem with that rook. At the end, f2 is still pinned. I guess you are talking about the previous puzzle, I hope. What is going on here? I want to play this move. Is that a move? Is bishop d7 a move here? Bishop d7, e6, bishop takes e6, queen takes e6 check, and I resign. Okay, so bishop d7 can be replied with e6, clearly. h5, oh, yes, that's yummy, that's yummy. Yeah, bishop d7, e6, then I need to find something. But h5, what about h5? What does white do? Okay, white has the check. That's the check. So let's say I go to h7, my new square, my new h7 square, the square where white does not have more checks. Then white will move the rook, right? Oh, bishop f7, looking for a trap. Bishop f7, yeah. Bishop f7. Preventing any rook move and preventing queen d5. e8 is not possible because we take it with the rook. Yep. Yeah. That seems like a solution. Good. Good one. Good one. Oh, okay, I didn't realize I already got to 2400. So this is going to be the last one. 48, 49 viewers. Wow. I don't know how this happened, but nice. Okay. 2402. Exclam. Well, I reached 2580 once, so it's still far behind my peak, but well, it's been good for today. Hey, GNC has followed. Thank you, buddy. So this is the last one, guys. This is the last one. Bishop to d6 was played. I want to take that bishop. I don't know why, but I want to take it. So what about a move like bishop to d4? What about bishop d4? Queen takes d5 maybe, then I take on g7, right? Oh, beautiful. So if black has to take on d4, then knight takes d6 check is at least winning a piece on b7, and maybe winning some material with trickery on f7. So yeah, I like it. Takes, and I have to think, because I have two interesting moves. Queen takes f7, loses the knight, but maybe there's some mates. Now I cannot see them, and then I will hang my bishop here, so I guess I will take the piece, and then just, you know, threaten d6 check. Why not queen takes bishop? In which position? Queen takes bishop. Okay, we'll get there after. Queen f4 best? What are you saying, Chespatzer? Queen f4. Okay, let's see the forcing line. Queen takes f7. He has to take, otherwise it's checkmate. And I'm hanging the bishop. I don't have a clear mate. I don't have a clear check even. No, I won't go there. I will just take the piece. I take the piece. No worries. Is the knight trapped? Yeah, maybe. Is the knight trapped? D6 check is coming, defending the knight. And then rook c7, overprotecting the knight. So I will take it. Yes! Queen f4, queen takes f4, bishop takes f4. What? Yes, it's me, Zigile. It's me. Ah, you mean in the first position, queen f4. Okay, let's see the lines you were saying. Mithur said, why not queen takes bishop? I guess you meant in this position. And that was the line. And if he does any other thing, I take on g7. Or, well, maybe I take here also. I think I just take here. I don't see a problem here. This is defended. Yeah, I take there. So what else? Here someone said, queen f4. Queen f4 here. Sorry. Here, queen f4, and the line was queen takes f4, bishop takes what? Bishop takes f4, bishop takes d7. That. You mean in here? You mean here for black, queen f4. But we trade. Bishop takes f7, and even though we have this, we also have this, right? Well, I'm not sure of that line. Queen f4. I didn't consider queen f4. I guess I take here, right? Yeah, I just take on d6, and then the queen is hanging, so they have to take with the queen, and then bishop takes d7. Yeah. Okay, guys, thanks for saying happy birthday. But it's not my birthday. Bishop d4 first, says yes, that was what I was looking now. So okay, guys, I have 58 viewers. Should I keep doing some tactics? I mean, never had so many viewers before. I don't know what's happening. Should we do more tactics, or do you prefer, I don't know, do a tournament or something? Go on, okay, let's keep doing tactics. Let's keep it some more. Okay, king to f1. defending the rook for some reason. So first thing is, why don't we just take this rook? Like, if he takes it, we take a knight, so what's the deal? So the previous move was rook e8. So rook e8, threatening the knight. King f1 was played, and now tourney. People is calling tourney. I'm in the mood to do a tournament. Something fork on d3, also an idea. Yes. Tourney, please. Okay, we'll do a tournament after this puzzle. Where you are? Thank you for the follow. So yeah, some knight d3 trickery can be there. The problem is how to do it, because like if I remove the knight, and Chespatzer, thank you for the follow as well. If I take there, he takes, white takes with the queen, and then I don't know. But then I trade and take on a4. So yeah, rook takes e5 is one idea. Knight takes rook is another idea. Rook takes e5 seems like it seems like a free piece. The problem is we're a piece down, and I'm just realizing. So rook takes knight. Pepe popping off. Rook takes knight wins a piece. Because if white takes that with either rook or queen, I take on a4 a free rook. The problem is we were a piece down. So maybe it's better to take the rook immediately. And then someone said some queen d4 ideas with knight takes f7. Which I don't understand, because I have king takes f7, not rook takes, but king takes. Yes, I'm down a piece, so I would take the rook. It seems like a free rook. I don't see the point. I don't even see why king f1. Why defending that rook? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take it, and then we'll see. And I'm gonna take the knight. This is like the... Okay, I wouldn't call it the easiest tactic ever, but what else could it be? What else could it be than taking there and then taking this piece? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, guys, let's do the tournament. Let's do the tourney. What kind of tourney do you like? So Vallejo is playing. Is he playing games or tournament? I think he's playing bullet. Never mind. Let's create a tournament then. Guys, why are you still talking about that puzzle? under 1500 rapid. Yeah, I cannot join there. Standard of an opening, standard or an opening. Yeah, I could do standard, I could do variants, I could do an opening. Let's create a tournament. So we can do a standard from any opening you like. We can do the usual Bone Cloud or the usual Berlin or whatever, the Vienna game, the Halloween Gambit. What did we do the last day? We did the Lolly Attack, Crazy House. That's an option. What do we do, guys? Fried liver attack. Yes, the other day we did the lolly attack, which is similar to that. The problem is I had to choose just Italian game here. There's no such an option of starting position fried liver attack. So I take Italian game, and then if people play the fried liver, okay. But I wouldn't go there with black, for example. So yeah, it's up to people. E3, King E2, Queen E1, King D1. Yeah, I played that a lot, but there's not such a starting position. I mean, we could play a standard tournament, and I could do that every game, you know, from the starting position. But okay, that could be funny. Or like F3, King F2, or whatever. But I think it's funnier if we all start in the same position, you know. So fried liver, okay, 2 people said fried liver, so you know what, it's enough for me. I will do Italian game, and I will call it fried liver, let's say, if people plays the fried liver. Fried liver at arena, it's good enough. So we're going to start the game after e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4. That's the starting position, and it's up to us to play the fried liver. I will do it by request. So I will do it even though I would never do that with black. But I will do it. Is it okay like this? Or do you prefer standard and, you know, from initial position, no opening, and I play f3, king f2 or something? Chess 960, also chess 960, if we don't want theory. So I'm going to select, because John says playing fried liver as black takes balls. Fried liver doesn't even work with white, says Seagal. Okay, you know what? I mean, you're asking for it. Okay, let's do the fried liver arena. I mean, the position that will show up in every game is going to be the one after e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4. And I commit to play the fried liver every game. Now, if my opponent refuses to do it, okay, but I will try. Okay, so fried liver then. And do you want rated or casual? Because the other day someone said casual to be able to, you know, because these crazy openings sometimes. So let's do, I don't know, +2, and I don't mind 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Three plus 2 will be nice. Okay, let's do 3 plus 2 rated by request of Chess Patzer. And some of you said in the name you should at least add the moves knight f6, knight g5, d5. I mean, if you don't know what the fried liver is. And instead of doing a regular 45 minutes tournament, I'm going to do 2 short tournaments. Okay, I'm not. Yeah, I have time more or less. So I'm going to do 2 tourneys because some of you requested chess 960. So I'm going to do the fried liver first and then the chess 960 tournament. And that's going to be it. So let's make 2 tournaments of 30 minutes, for example. What do you think about it? So fried liver first, chess 960 after this. Let's do 25 minutes of tournament. 2 tournaments of 25 minutes. Let's see how this goes. And I think it's already set up, so create, copy, paste, and there you go. And we have a sentence, a quote from Yefim Petrovich Geller. From time to time, like many other players, I glance through my own games of earlier years and return to positions and variations which have gone out of practice. I attempt to restore them to find new ideas and plans. Feels like, sounds like a very experienced player talking. I wouldn't do that. When I glance through my own games of earlier years, what I do is find all different, like I play one different opening per game. I don't have enough material to think about restoring lines and finding ideas and plans. Well, no way. So we have Kashikura joining the tournament. Only him. Come on, join, guys. Join the tournament, please. Okay. 3 minutes to start. Let me grab another drink and I'll be back.
Pain takes over my mind when I think of you. How you left me and an answer to the coldness is what I'm looking for. Tried to explain, hurt and I mean where you play for ways. Still love you, I no wonder. Have you asked yourself what you're looking for?
And I'm back with my drink. So, hey, Quartillo is connected on Liches. Quartillo, are you going to join the tournament? Do you like to attend parties instead of staying in your house sometimes? Absolutely. Absolutely. Like a chess rave. Rave. What is a rave? What is that? What does rave stand for? I'm googling rave. Oh, I see what rave is. Chess rave? Is that a concept? Like drinking nice music, playing chess at parties and having a good time? Yeah, absolutely. I think there's nothing funnier than that. Tomat, use 1, 2, 3 has followed. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for the follow. Numflap said I played a few games of chess at 9 a.m. after my house party to decide who bought breakfast. I played. Yeah, sometimes I played being drunk over the board games, I mean. Okay, Igis has joined the tournament, but okay, 7 players so far, not bad. I hope more of you join. However, there we go. Colombo is here. Colombo is in the house. 28 seconds. And I think I will be playing Aegis in the first game, probably by rating. And we should remember in the last tournament, which was the Lolly Attack tournament, he totally crushed me, tricking me and going for the fried liver attack. So he's gonna go for the fried liver. There we go. And good luck to all of you. And let me show the clock. Is it my turn? Oh, sorry. What is knight f6, right? Knight f6. Okay. Let me try to show the clock. Let me see if I'm able to do it. Give me a sec. Give me a second, guys. I'm not losing on time, right? There we go. No way, that's not the one. I think I'm showing the clocks now, or something. Hopefully, probably it's all broken. Anyway, so knight g5 he played, and the fried liver goes d5, pawn takes, and instead of the obvious knight f5, you take here on d5 and allow knight takes f7, of course. So now I have to take. Good enough. Okay, now I will play moves. Queen f3. I have to defend it. This is terrible, of course. Knight c7. Only move that makes sense. I mean, knight b4. I don't believe it. Theory says it's okay. d4. Very good move. It's probably the best move in the position. So yeah, I have no theory here. I mean, I played this with white a lot of times, and I always win. I never tried to defend this with black. So let's find a plan. Let's find a plan to defend here. Let me defend the knight. Let me overprotect it. Isn't knight b4 better? It's more or less the same evaluation, but I mean, from a practical point of view, I prefer knight c7. I think it makes more sense than allowing a3 and then problems with the other knight. Okay, so we have some issues, but we can run. Let me run. I'm scared. I will run. Yeah, knight b4 is another line. Knight b4 is the other line. They are the same evaluation, as I mentioned. Okay, I took a piece there, so what's going on? Should I just trade it? All trades. Actually, what's going on here? Did my opponent blunder? I think he blundered. But I'm realizing that the time situation is not ideal. So I'm like 2 pieces up. 2 pieces for 3 pawns. Not easy to count, but let's see if I convert this. Oh, this is +2. This has +2 increment, so we can survive here, right? Okay, first game didn't go wrong yet because I'm very I'm very capable of losing this still. Give me some moves and I will. What is the average played moves per game? Where? In the, like, okay, let me threaten the queen. In this line, probably not many. Yeah, true. I will take that queen and then I will think. I understand he just didn't see it. In chess games in general, I count a normal game being between 30 and 50, something like that. But yeah, sometimes you have some technical endgame and you can play for like 40 more moves, so I guess the average goes a little bit higher than what I think. Yeah, variance is so high. So Quartillo joined the tournament. I can see that. I can see that. Ah, let's play Sleepy Gary. Sleepy Gary, I hope he's not... Okay, black again. Come on. Give me a break. So I will play this line again with black. So... should I try the night before line now? Just to show? I don't like it. I don't know how to play the night before line, but okay, I will do it. Just to try and show it. I mean, I never play the fried liver with black. I mean, I never take on d5 with the knight. But, okay, let's play this line and see if I get crushed. I prefer this because this, you know, then I'm forced to do this and probably lose the knight anyway. Wow, queen e4, I didn't expect that one. So, white is defending c2, but now I have time to defend my knight. But d4 will be stronger now, so queen e4 might be a good move. After all, didn't know it though. I didn't know this move, and I'm concerned what to do now. Let's play c6, however, and if a3, I guess I have b5 also as an alternative. Oh, didn't expect that either. Now I guess I threaten the queen. And if queen g4, I cannot go here because that would undefend my knight, but I can go somewhere else, like here, 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 because there's no bishop g5 yet. So just attacking his queen will be good. And I think that's the only move for white, because I'm threatening c2. Okay. d5 is defended. So I'm gonna go grab the material. Wow, this... But these lines are so crazy that I can even lose after winning material. This type of lines, because now the rook comes and, you know... Two seconds is like adding 1 and 1.5. Oh, I blundered that. I blundered that. And now this is not good. This is not good. If I go here, let's even have some sacrifices. If I go here, knight e4 check, knight here, king here, takes on d6, takes, rook takes e5, king d7, there's queen f7. Sacrifice, takes, bishop e6. Okay, so I guess this is... Yeah, these lines are hard, because I'm up on material, but my king, oh my god, my king. White is too low on attackers. Yeah, probably d4 was much better with some threats than knight here now. So I will attack the queen probably. I don't mind b7 because I want to trade queens and stuff. like here, and still up on material, winning endgame. The knight on a1, yeah, not the best knight in the world, but not so easy to capture. If b3, I can give it for 2 pawns. Give the knight for 2 pawns, I mean. Actually, I can take on e2 now, right? And now the knight escapes. Yeah, in this game I was a little bit lucky that my opponent didn't find the best attacking moves, I think. He didn't play the strongest moves. This guy plays too well for 1100. Oh, he's level 100, 1100. Yes, I didn't realize. And oh, that's a rook. Now you see the rating. Okay. Yeah, sometimes I play too bad for 2000. I mean, you have days. Yeah, good try. GG, Sleepy Gary. Sorry, the flesh cartings. I didn't berserk yet in this tournament, but also I didn't play the white pieces. I didn't play the white side yet, and I'm scared playing this with black. I didn't see your knight when b4 was defended by that bishop. Uh-huh. Okay, I understand. Yes, you put a scare on me. That's true. Black again. Come on. Come on. Why am I playing this with the black side every game? Hey, Chess with Chris has followed. Thank you, buddy. So this, I guess, goes for the d4 move immediately. What did I play previously against d4? Oh, he didn't play this, so why can't I just take it? I guess there's a problem here. Let's see what happens. He knows the theory. He knows. Ah, so this is similar to the other line. I understand. I understand. To the line with queen e4. Now there's a difference, of course. What is going on there? So if queen h4, pawn g3, and knight takes f4, he takes my queen. I can see that. So queen takes e5 is a threat. Okay, I see that. Let me defend it and see what happens. Now knight f3 might be, knight c3 might be winning. I guess I will defend f7. Ugh. Yeah, I can pin it, but then queen e5. Ugh. And yeah, this knight is a little bit hanging. And if I just step out of everything, if I just step out of everything, he wins a pawn. But it's just a pawn, right? Let me do it. Oh, bishop d7 and winning to connect 5. Yeah, but with king d7, I also do it. Yeah. Not many players going for this as black. Yeah, I understand that. I wouldn't do it also. So hopefully I have this reply to queen takes bishop. That's what I'm counting on. Maybe not so great. He's thinking, that's good. That's good that he's thinking. That means that maybe he overlooked this move. I could also take on c3. No, maybe not. Okay, okay. That's a fair move. That's a fair move. Actually, a good move. I think I have to give a piece back. So if I take queen takes d5, bishop d6, he takes my knight. So if I'm going to give a piece back, I'm going to do it this way. Because maybe, just maybe, I have the same queen a5 as in previous game. He has queen d2 to defend, only move, and then it's a draw. If you see the pawn structure and the remaining material, wow, he gives the bishop. He doesn't play queen d2. So I'm a piece up now, but he's going to kill me. He wants to kill me. I understand. I don't blame him. Let's play creative. Doobie-doobie-doo. Doobie-doobie-da. You know what? Let's go. I don't mind your discover checks. Maybe I should. Yeah, probably I should. Both of them are great. Both of these. Yeah. And I probably can take back on e5 without being killed. Oh! Ouch! Okay, let me trade. And is it still a draw? It's not easy to develop, right? That's my problem. Develop the rest. Smells like that. Nah, he went for queen b1. Should be a draw. Come on. The problem is I don't have active. Oh, yeah, I do have that problem. I do have that problem. So let's hope I'm still doing fine. Let's hope. Let's hope that. I'm a pawn up. I'm not sure why. Ah. So we trade everything and it's a draw, right? But I'm a pawn up. And a lot of seconds down. Also that. Too fast for Colombo. What is he thinking? Rook f5 check, king g6, rook g5 check. I can go to g8. Ah, but rook g5 check. Yeah, okay. Oh, doesn't want the draw. He doesn't want the draw. Let's go up. Yeah, probably keeping in touch with the pawns was better. Keeping in touch with the pawns. But I'm threatening the bishop and I'm threatening mate. So I like my chances here. I like them. But probably keeping in touch with the pawns was better anyway, because he's going to take a lot of pawns for the piece. Yeah, this is bad for white. However, okay, let's takes there. Let's defend. Let's go here. here, 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 and that's yet another pawn. Actually, I'm gonna trade rooks. That feels easier. Easier to win. There we go. It was a draw. That position was a draw. But yeah, allowing that was not good. GG anyway. So 4 minutes left. And Quartillo won a game. Quartillo won his game against Kashikura. Well done, Quartillo. And he's playing Colombo right now. Quartillo and Colombo are playing. What a position they have. Wow. Go Colombo. Go, go, and go Quartillo. Okay. Will I get a game before the tournament is over? Not sure. Quartillo has a lot of pawns, but they are all weak. No, not all. Quartillo going for the queen trade now. And finally I'm getting a game. 2 minutes left in the tournament, so I'm gonna berserk and see what happens. My opponent also berserks, which is fine. And finally I get a game with the white pieces. Finally. Finally. Yes! Chess with Chris, finally. There we go. There we go. Queen f6, ooh. How can I punish that? With bishop, queen, or knight? With queen, let's do it. That's a dirty trick I did. I just moved my queen out of d5. Okay. Okay. Okay, that was... Sorry, Kashikura. That was a little bit playing for tricks. Yeah, queen b5 was by far not the best move. Probably castling better. But I was running out of time in this tournament. Tournament pairings are closed now, and yeah, I got to play a final game with white. Nice. So did Colombo and Quartillo end? Not yet. So let's watch the game. Let's watch the end of the game. Quartillo has some material. I would say. Quartillo grabbing a lot of material here. And going for the checkmate. 34 seconds left in the tournament. He's taking another rook. Ooh. Yeah, I like white. I like white. Quartillo, you got this. You have 23 seconds left. If Colombo just stalls and, and if Colombo just does nothing, he has time to spare to make this not count, but still he's being a gentleman and he's playing fast. But 1 second left, And no, this game will not count for the tournament. Still think Quartillo got this, although we should not underestimate the stalemate master. We all know Quartillo is the master of stalemate, and he can stalemate in any position, so we'll see. Pure Fun has followed. Thank you. This is going to be a 50 draw, a 50 moves draw, or what? G3. Oh, Queen F3, mate, mate. That was unintended, I think. Queen F3 was just a check. Well done, Quartillo. But it didn't count for the tournament. Anyway, let's view the tournament's final standings. And congratulations to Kenota, who ended up in the second place with 3 wins out of 4, and Ihis, who ended up in the third place. So you asked for this, and now I'm gonna do the final tourney. The final tourney. It's 2 a.m. here right now. Yes, it is. So final tourney of the stream. Also 25 minutes. Let's do it. Chess 960 tournament. Let's do it. Let's do it. Same time control. Just Chess 960. 2 wins, Quartillo. 2 wins and 1 loss. That was good. So there we go, and there we go. Where do we go now? Okay, guys. Chess with Chris worked from home today to play with us. And here we have a quote by John Tsugadikt Chernov, I don't know who that is, who says, tactics are your friends, but they are weird friends who do strange things. That's true. I once said tactics are that part of chess that first makes you fall in love with the game and then makes you lose games. So we have the Fangster, I guess, Sleepy Gary, Colombo already in the tourney. John is a tactic then. Chess with Chris and Pure Fun, you played a match early today. Did you stream that? Everyone's high rated at 960? I don't think so. Okay, Quartillo, see you tomorrow. I'm going to do this final tournament and then I'm going to sleep. And you both streamed. Oh, that's nice. Drew first blood and had me against the ropes for most of the match. It was painful. It's nice to do matches. Opening prep, wow, but you are pros. Opening prep. I've been doing this afternoon, so previously today, instead of, I was supposed to stream like a lot of hours ago, but I started now in the night because in the afternoon I was playing some games with my teammates over the board games, and I was doing simul with them, simul games, and it was very funny. Blitz simul games. Can you recommend some beers? Yes, Estrella Galicia. That's the best beer in the world. That's it. That's end of my recommendations. Estrella Galicia. Pepe's opening prep is E3 G4. Shh! Don't tell people about it. Let's do it as a surprise. Maybe I can do that in Chess 960. E3 G4 is by far the best opening in the world. But it's not mine. I took it from David Lariño, Spanish Grandmaster. Spell that beer in chat. Sure. Colombo was trying E3 and G4. Losing more than winning. Yeah, it's, when you play crazy things, you... okay, the good thing is you get out of any theory. The bad thing is you need to calculate and be very tactical because ideas, just typical ideas, don't work. What's the theme of E3 G4? Well, it's just funny.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, and the tournament starts. Good luck to everyone. Let's play against the Fangster. The first. You know what? This tournament I'm gonna berserk. Although I shouldn't. Let me think. I need a setup here. Let's do it this way. And the problem with berserking in a tournament that has increment is that now my opponent has increment and I don't have increment. So I better win in my time. During my time, let me say. So here, let's put some pressure on e4. Probably not enough. e5 is possible. Let's go there, try to justify the previous move. You just pray you don't die. Yeah, that's a good explanation of the line. Okay, what to do now with this knight? Let's take here first. And he's winning a pawn, c4. I don't know what can I do. I don't know what can I do against that idea. Okay, if he's going to win a pawn, let's make it... I don't know. I can play bishop a6, but come on, that cannot work in 100 years. Okay, I'm in bad shape here. I think I'm gonna lose this game. So let's do that stupid move, and then b3 and I resign. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. I'm losing here, so let's just, I don't know, resign? Should resign here. I don't have a move. Let's threaten the queen. Maybe I could have done that before. Threaten the queen again. Take there. So it will be just a pawn down, but the position is still terrible. Position is terrible. So instead of bishop e7, which was my follow-up, I think I'm gonna go knight e7. But yeah, problem is time. Problem is time situation. And of course, knight e7 has some risks. Some risks. Ugh, this feels bad. This feels bad. Will I find some counterplay? I will take it. You know, I don't mind your checks. I mean, if I'm gonna die, at least I'm gonna die with a full stomach. That's my rule. So 95 c4, and then I don't resign, but almost. Almost. So I'm gonna give that pawn. I'm gonna give that pawn to try and survive here. Takes with the queen, of course. Oh, oh, that's a killing check. I didn't see it. I didn't see that check. He had rook d7, probably better than taking the rook, but maybe I'm losing anyway. Go here. That's a threat. For some reason, he's low on time. I mean, he has increment. But yeah, he regains some time. And that's my problem. I don't have increment. So oh, that was a really bad move by me. Poof. Nah, I can't resign now. GG the Fangster. GG. Yeah, that reminds me, berserking is not a good idea. When I create a tournament with increment, plus 600 points, rating points? I don't think so. Oh yes, what? 5, what was that? What's that with the rating? You know what? Let's keep berserking. Come on. Now I really want to play bullet. Now I'm in bullet mode. I thought I had a shot in that game. So let's keep berserking. I'm gonna give you all of my rating. This is a pawn. I'll take it. I take pawns. That's what defines me. I take pawns. I am promoting knight 60, yes. What is he thinking? Okay, normal. That's a rook I'm gonna take. I figure you'd all play the same position through the whole tournament. No, it's every game. Yeah, every game is different. That's something I'm gonna take also, maybe. I'm not sure. Let's take. Now, let's play here. Again, time. I need to speed up. I'm berserking. I need to speed up. So I'm ready to castle, and he's also ready to castle. What? That's a bishop. I'm gonna take it. Threaten mate, threaten a piece. I wouldn't think twice. I won't think that twice. I'll take. I mean, I think queen c8 was better than c6. But okay, c6 saved the mate also. And the piece. Just lost a pawn. And now I'm in +10 in material. Gotta convert this. I need to convert this. 1 minute. Should be enough. Zealed. What's up, buddy? What is that, Sleepy Gary? A5? Ah, defending the pawn. That was your idea, to just defend the pawn. Let me do this check. This is an annoying check, right? I can't remove queen c7, I think. GG, Sleepy Gary. Yeah, sometimes pawns are hanging from the start, yes. And you don't realize. That's true. Clown pawn, I was wondering the same thing. We were talking about Eurovision before, and he stopped talking in the chat. Maybe he just fell asleep. A5. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter if that's a good move or a bad move, because you were already losing. So that position, it's not a position to analyze, honestly. Hey, Blue, cool. Then what you doing here? Why aren't you watching that? Oh, okay. Blundering a pawn. He didn't take it. That's a good thing to do. And let me play fast. Now I need to play fast because I'm berserking against a not so weak opponent. So I will pre-move when I get the chance. Whenever I get the chance. Oh shit! He's winning an exchange. Oh, he didn't do it. But still, how am I going to save it? By trading the bishop. He had bishop d6. That's what I meant. Okay, normal position now, maybe. Just maybe. Go here. Go here. Go here. Here. That's a ping. Take here. I'm not sure. Back. Take that. Should be a draw. The thing is, I think this is what I have to do when I berserk, to simplify the position to an endgame where c4 is possible. Still, I can lose, but at least I have a shot. At least I have a shot. I have a chance to survive, maybe get the draw. My opponent offers the draw. Now let's try to play. I still have 50 seconds. Let's try. I'm probably losing by refusing the draw, but because I don't have increment. But you know, we came here to play, so now this should be a draw, an immediate draw. I tricked you. Now we repeat. Rook d4. No, he does not repeat. Check. Ooh, that's a threat he has. Here. Here. I'm trying to win a not winning position. Check. Check. Not good. Now I'm a pawn down. Ugh. I'm gonna have a pawn on h3 next move. He can queen also. He can promote also. So h1 or g1? h1 or g1? h1. Here. Come on. 15 seconds left. Come on. Oh! What was that? Oh! I mean, I thought I had winning chances, but that was a little bit easier. A world peace or a LGBT themed song will win this year. Strong connections, Campo. I'm not sure. I don't know anything about Eurovision, I don't fancy it. Why do you have a Chinese symbol on your bulletin board? Ah, yeah, this is a kanji. It's a word. The word is Wu. It's the Wu word. The nothing. It's kind of a Zen concept. Zen? Do you say Zen in English? What proxy country Russia will use this year? I think I lost some conversation on the chat with my game. Ah, you were talking about Eurovision. Ah, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Israel, Iran going for triggering a third world war. I heard there was Australia in Eurovision. Is that true? Does that make any sense? So in this tournament, let me click on my... Yes, I'm berserking 100%. I'll keep doing that. Australian Eurovision, yeah. Okay. Makes all the sense in the world. Yes. Yeah, of course. I understand. I don't. Then turns out they were too good. People wanted them to stay. Why do you invite? Come on, it's like okay, if you want to invite a country that it's not in Europe, I don't know, maybe you invite a country that is near Europe, close to Europe, like Israel. But Australia, I don't understand. Oh, Cheetor is leading the tournament. Maybe I play him now. Strong player, he seems. Can't wait for Guatemala's song next year. Tell me that's not true. Tell me that's a joke. Okay, let's keep berserking. And now, where to put this bishop and this queen? Ugh. I don't want to push the f-pawn, but they are forcing me to do it. Nah, let's not do it. Comma94 has subscribed. Oh, yes! Come on, what was that? Thank you, buddy. Oh, I'm too nervous now. What do I do? Okay, give me... I need to play this game fast because I'm berserking, so let me focus on this game. But thank you so much, Comma94. I hope you like the stream. Am I gonna castle long or short? Probably long. After that h5 move, I really need to step... Oh, I wanted my knight on e3. What am I doing? Okay, never mind. Let's do something real fast. I need to focus. Here. He's playing fast. That's not good. That's not good. What am I doing? Okay, that was good, I guess. So the first move, bishop h2, I mean h3 and bishop h2, yeah, probably I have to put my bishop back on g1, right? Back to g1. And let's go here, check. I'll take that queen, and I'll take that rook. And I'm a rook up, right? So should be winning, right? Threaten this, threaten this, threaten this pawn, trade, check, block, take, bishop d4, wait, king here. Oh, that's a bishop I'm gonna take. And he resigns. GG Kowalski. Whew. Berserking is so crazy. Berserking in 3+2. Anyway, let me catch up with the chat. First of all, Comma94, thank you very much for the subscription. Thank you so much. Yeah, Blue, I knew it was a joke. John says, just heard our Denmark song. It's actually not that bad. You know, John is proud of being Denmark now. My English, blah blah blah. I cannot speak English anymore. I meant John Jong is proud of being Danish. He's telling that in every stream, so good. I enjoyed a lot when I was to Denmark. Hablas Español, says W. Kurogane. If you're asking me, yes, I do. And the flesh curtains goes for some food, so bon appetit. Yes, Danish was the word. He's from Denmark, so he's Danish. Danish. I don't know how to spell it. Danish? Danish? I know Anish, Giri, but Danish? Anish? Anish? I don't know. Oh, the pairings are closed. It's just 1 minute left. So maybe I'm winning. Is Cheetor playing? Yes, he is. Against Negra Modelo, but probably not in time. Let's have a look at that game between Cheetor and Negra Modelo. Danish. Okay, so Danish is... Oh, the game's still starting, so it's probably not going to count, and they are not berserking. But we can have a look at the game. It's gonna be ending after the stream. After the tourney. So black is an exchange up, but white is more or less well coordinated, and black still have some development issues. I guess bishop d2 is necessary now because that ping is annoying, so probably bishop d2. There we go. Otherwise, yeah, it was annoying ping. d5 was an idea. And here, what is black trying to do? Maybe some ideas with the dark squares here. But yeah, some issues here still. Probably the rook is going to be kept here to attack. What is this opening called? I don't know. I don't know any opening theory. It's not the Danish gambit, definitely. h4 before bishop f4. Yeah. But now f4 by white, bishop went back, so white is doing not so bad. I like white's coordination. The problem is white is an exchange down. So I guess black is just trying to survive. White is also up on time. Black is refusing to keep the bishop pair because, yeah, this knight is awesome on d4. So bishop c6 was played. h4, b4, bishop f4. True. All the jokes with b4 square. Yeah, typical jokes with the b4 square. So knight g4, nice idea, threatening that. I will play bishop e7 like automatically, but maybe black wants to open the g line anyway for attack, so maybe black allows this trade on f6. Knight c4 was the other obvious idea in the position. Happy Monday, you too, where you are. It's you know, it's not Monday. But okay. f5. Wow, white is going for the attack. An exchange down. You need to do what you need to do. So is white going to play f6? Yes, yes, giving up a pawn to open this king here. If you are bored one day, try to put subtitles on chess clip on YouTube. Okay, that's an idea. Wow, what happened here? Let me see. Oh, e5 was played. Yeah, e5 was played in the previous move. I didn't realize there was a knight hanging on d4. Yeah, didn't notice. Crazy position. Now white has the bishop pair, but the position is crazy with these pawns over here. The knight probably rerouting to better pastures to defend the e7 pawn, maybe. That's giving up a pawn, but for simplification purposes, because black is low on time. Although they're not berserking, so black has time. The knight defends the pawn. G6 still a way to win the pawn. The problem is G6 is a little bit weakening. Queen G5 attacking, threatening checkmate. Now probably G6 has to be played, although Rook H7 is also possible, but yeah, not quite believing Rook H7. Not sure how white is going to... Yeah, I thought about that move, but shouldn't work. Somehow maybe it does, because there's some trickery on F7. Interesting. A lot of pressure on Cheetor that now has to find moves, and G6 doesn't seem like a right move, because bishop takes G6 seems to be crashing, I think. Yes. Yes, in time pressure, I think Cheetor is collapsing. Queen F6 now. The rook can come, Rook F4 to G4. Yeah, I think Queen F6 followed by Rook F4 to... Yeah, maybe he's watching the stream, but no, it has a delay. Oh, he finds the Knight F6, Knight H6. Yeah, I prefer the other line. I think that was cleaner. And now white is... Maybe white doesn't have enough. Okay, I thought black was going to take on e4 with the bishop. So probably white doesn't want to simplify a lot, because white is still probably losing if queens get traded because of this bishop over here. Still, passed pawn here. This is attack with check. White has to step out of that check. Defense, e5 possible. That check also. Very tense endgame here. Black seeking for the trade of queens and also that threat, so check is the only move to avoid everything. And now, I don't know, maybe h3, because g2 is defended, but okay, that's also an option. a2 is hanging. This was hanging also. So, yeah, probably white doesn't want to trade pawns, because this pawn, advancing this pawn is white's plan, basically. So check, check is away. Again, repeating is possible. Otherwise, queen takes h4 is check in the other, if the king moves. So queen f8. Now white can take, and he does. Black's idea was that check to take this pawn. Yeah, white missed that. I also missed that. And now there are some things to keep in mind. So far is controlled, but yeah, probably white needs to stick to the draw and check a million times. I don't think white can win this anymore. Careful with that. Push. Okay, white's still trying. White is still trying. He has a point. Push, push baby, push them. Come on. Check now. Okay, the queen here was interesting, but okay. Check. Be careful with that. Now you have to defend. Oh. Oh. Queen g4 only move? No, he keeps checking. Okay, so he keeps checking a million times to make the draw. Okay, no more checkmate threat. Push, push them. Oh no, queen f1, be careful. You cannot push. You need to defend that. c4 is possible, c4. Okay, he defends with queen f2. Check, back. Oh, g3, now opening this diagonal. Be careful with that. Be careful, g3. Be careful. Check. Oh, that check also. Now, ping. Oh, he goes for the pawn, giving all the initiative. That check was interesting because bishop e6 check was a good follow-up. And finally, black wins on time. Wow, amazing. I guess this check was the way to proceed. Okay, so tournament is over. So is the stream. Good games, everyone. GG's. I didn't play Cheetor, right? Or did I lose to him? I lost to someone. I'm sure about it. I cannot see. Yeah, this is all rigged. You know, I make these tournaments. They are all rigged. You know that. So K Sandwich is Cheetor. Yeah, we didn't play, right? I lost someone in the first game, but I can't remember who was it. I think it was Negra Modelo. Yeah, actually. I think it was Negra Modelo. Or did I win against them? I cannot remember. I lost to Fangster. Thank you, Clown Pong. Yeah, that makes sense. Because Negra Modelo has a loss in the first game. So, yeah, I think... Yeah, I lost against the Fangster, yes. So, congratulations to the Fangster, not only for defeating me, but also to making to the third place, and Cheetor second place. So thank you all for being there. It's been a long stream, almost 4 hours. Long for me, long for my dog. And yeah, I'll see you in the weekend, probably, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Thank you guys. See you. Bye bye.